fight, pursuit, run, iron might. Harvest shots in the bitter chill. We take the challenge, bend the will. Load the quiver, grip the string. Feel the pulse, hear the winter sing. No backing down, no turning round. We hunt the wild, frozen ground. Raise your bar, let the cold wind roar. Push through pain, grit down to the core. In the quiver shiver, we stand unbound. Winter warriors, glory found.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We are another day closer to the Quiver Shiver at Tyrol Basin Ski Resort here in southern Wisconsin. 2026 marks year number 4 doing this event, and this year is going to be the biggest event. We have folks coming from as far away as Montana and Colorado, as well as pretty much all the neighboring states here, from Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, and even Michigan. And of course, we have a lot from right here in Wisconsin. So with that said, I wanted to throw together a quick video that kind of explains what's going to happen and the schedule of events, especially for those of you that are new, and hopefully this will be somewhat of a memory refresher for those of you that have competed in the past. I'm going to try not to be long-winded. It is -5 here right now. Don't know what the wind chill is, so it's pretty chilly. Fingers crossed we don't have this cold of temperatures on February 21st. Let's first go over what you need to bring. Number 1, your bow and at least 4 arrows. Okay, the second stage of the event, you'll be shooting 4 arrows in the second stage. So I highly recommend you bringing more than that. You might lose an arrow, you might break an arrow, depending on how cold it is. You might an insert might pull out. So definitely bring as many arrows as you have. You can stash them there where we will all be gathering, or in your vehicle, so you have extra ones so you don't run out of those. So you got your bow, and you need your pack with the weight. Men, 25 pounds, women, 20 pounds. You can have whatever you want for weight in it, but it does have to be a backpack. It can be a frame style pack, like an elk hunting pack. It can be a whitetail pack. Don't really care what kind of pack it is, as long as it's a backpack. We don't allow weighted vests, so backpacks. Proper clothing. Depending on temperatures, just bring layers and bring a lot of clothes. You will be able to park very close by to where kind of the base area, base camp is going to be. So you can go back to your vehicle between stages. You can change. If it's really cold, you might have to hop in the vehicle and warm up. But just bring a lot of clothing. Be smart about how you dress for each stage. And we'll get into that when we talk about the stages. But just bring a lot of clothing, bring different boots. Depending on what the weather is going to be, keep an eye on that. Will kind of dictate what you should be bringing for clothing. Along with that, bring plenty of water, food, snacks. We probably won't have any water out there. Again, depending on temperatures, you might have to keep that water in your vehicle. We will not be close. We're about a quarter mile to the nearest building. So everything needs to be, you need to kind of be self-sufficient and have everything there at your vehicle or in base camp. If you bring people along with, family and friends to watch you, there's room there. They can hang out, but just know that we are a little ways away from any building. With that said, women, if you gotta use the bathroom, we'll have the UTV here. My wife can run you to the tubing building, and that's how we've done in the past. So don't worry about that if you're a lady wondering how you're gonna, relieve yourself. When you arrive there early on Saturday morning, one of the first things to do is to check in, get your pack weighed. We will be weighing the packs. We need your initial weight, and then we'll be weighing it throughout the event and whatnot. So that's one of the first things to do. Check in, get your registration number, and we will have targets available so you can warm up, fling some arrows, all that kind of stuff. Arrive a little sooner than later, just so that you're not rushed, especially if you're kind of new to the event, so that you don't put that unneeded pressure on yourself. Stage 1 is going to be a mass start. So we'll have all the competitors there. It's known as the Snow Beast course. It's going to be 2 laps of approximately 1 mile or so per lap. Depending on the weather, depending on how much snow we have, it's going to be very similar to the way it's been the last couple years. So expect it's not going to be anything super steep, but do expect to be in a rocky ravine. Last year we were not able to use that ravine because of all the ice. So hopefully we can use that this year. But expect 2 1-mile laps. You're going to be shooting an arrow between lap 1 and 2, and then at the end of the second lap, right before you finish. Stage 2 is the pursuit stage, and that's going to be a quick, shorter, and more intense stage. We'll be doing a farmer carry and a sled pull. Farmer carry, men, you're going to have 2 40 to 50 pound sandbags, and then you're going to use those sandbags in the sled to pull. Women, you have 2 approximately 30 pound sandbags that you're going to be doing farmer carry and sled pulls with those. You're going to be shooting in between each of those, or that stage, I don't quite know exactly how it's going to be. It's going to be very similar to the way it's been the last couple of years. It really comes down to how cold it is. If it's super cold, we might shorten that up a little bit. So, but it's going to be roughly farmer carry, sled pull, and shooting. Stage 3 is the harvest stage, 10 target 3D course. Expect each target to have a different scenario where you might be shooting from your knees. You might be drawing from your knees, standing to shoot, standing, drawing, kneel, and shoot. We might have a 30-second hold, and then the infamous 2 in 12 seconds. So that shot is where you're knocked and you're drawn back, and once you fire at the first target, the timer will start, and you'll have 12 seconds to knock your second arrow and to get that off at the second target.
3, 2, 1.
Nice shot.
If it's really cold and we're bundled up, we'll probably push that to 15 seconds just to give you a little extra time with that, especially if it's as cold as today, because I'm pretty cold right now. So those are the 3 stages. In between each stage, we'll try to minimize the amount of time as much as possible, but yet still allow you enough time to recover. The way that it's going to work is from stage 1 to stage 2, we're going to try to have stage 2 organized. So the top 5 people, we're going to run 5 people in a heat in stage 2. So it will be the top 5, the 6 through 10, and so on, so that you guys are kind of close together, or you're competing head to head with those that are similar in standings. Same with the final stage. After the first 2 stages, it will be the top 4 shooters, the second 4, and so on, grouped together in the 3D shoot. I've had a lot of people ask, a lot of new people to 3D that are doing this event that have never shot a 3D course. Don't worry, we'll explain everything every year. There's people there that have never shot a 3D course. So don't worry about that. We'll help you out. With that said, scoring-wise, we'll talk about scoring. If you shoot a heart, which is the main heart, not the tiny one, but the main heart, you get 10 points. If you shoot a lung, you get 6 points. If you hit anywhere in the body, it's minus 10. And if it's a miss, it's 0. So the way that the scoring happens at these events is a little different. For first place, if you finish your stage, the physical part in first place, you get 100 points. Second place will be 95, third 90, fourth 85, and then fifth is 84, 83, 82, and so on. So the top 4 places are spread apart a little bit there with points. Now, if you finish, let's say, the first stage, if you finish first, you get 100 points for that. But if your shooting is just piss poor, you could actually drop down in the overall standings from after the first stage because your shooting brought you down. You could finish 6th, 7th, 8th overall in that first stage, but be bumped up because your shooting was better. I hope that makes sense. So that's how the scoring happens, is that it's a point system, and then that'll be added or taken off of the points you got for how you finished that stage. For the harvest stage, the 10 target 3D course, it will be the points that you, the accumulated points that you shot from that stage. So the best that anybody can do is 100. So that's the best that they would do. So it's not necessarily placed like the first 2 stages. What you shoot in that final stage, that is your score for that stage. So that's kind of the gist of it. Then whoever has the most points after the event, that's your standings. We will be giving out awards to the top 3 in each category. And this year, I'm happy to say that we have a full rank of women. We have at least 4 signed up right now. So super cool. Thank you to all the ladies that are signed up. Now, after the event, again, we'll try to get the results as quick as possible. And then you're welcome to come and hang out. Usually a bunch of us are in the tubing building or down in the main chalet. So if you're around, you don't have to travel back home. We'll be hanging out, probably having food and drinks and all that kind of good stuff. So I hope this gave you a good review for those that are coming the first time. It's a pretty laid back event. I mean, honestly, it's a competition. We're there to better ourselves, see where we kind of fall amongst those in age groups. And again, that's the one thing I did forget. We have for men 44 and under, and then 45 and over for masters. Women is just all one age group combined. But I'm really cold, so that's the gist of it. For those that are signed up, be looking for emails now that we're getting closer. I'll be sending out emails, updates, that kind of stuff. So be looking in your inbox. Appreciate all of you that are signed up and are committed to coming and just having a good time, and hopefully meeting new folks and new friends, and seeing what we can do this winter. We'll see you at Tyrol Basin.
Raise your bar.